Hello everybody and welcome to the Spring Major Week, also part of Easter 2025. We are celebrating this by giving everyone that do sign up to an individual package 50% discount. Yes, you heard it right, 50% discount 50 by using any of the codes that we do have down below in the description. Patreon.com/golfclashtommy. You can scan the QR code there or use the link in the description. This is for all the tournament packages that we are doing, Expert and Master Division. In Expert, we do regular 18-hole tournaments, where in Master, we do regular 18-hole tournaments, 18-hole cups, and also 9-hole cups. You get full access, so even if you do take this deal with 50% off, you get full access to everything. So the package that you see on the platform is also what you get. So Telegram chats, a live document with the slides, the possibility to download a PDF, also all the videos with voiceover and stuff like that. So full access to everything that we do have. And like I said, you do have the code in the description down below that gives you 50% off. To activate that code, you go to our platform and then you do go to the package that you want to sign up to. And then before you check out, then you type in the code and then the page will refresh and it will give you the correct price. So if you have ever thought about trying the best guides on the market, this is a perfect chance for you to do so. So sign up once again using the link patreon.com/golfclashtommy or scanning the QR code. In this video as well, you will be able to see me go through a couple of example slides from previous tournaments that we have done, just to give you an idea on what you're actually signing up towards. And you can also then see for yourself how valuable this type of information would be for you. Free-to-play ball alternatives and paid ball alternatives. So it doesn't matter if you're interested in spending your paid balls or interested in spending the free-to-play balls, we will have you covered with that as well. You don't have to have max clubs, even though that will obviously be an advantage, but you can go as low down as Apocalypse level 6 for Master, and for Expert we go as low down as Apocalypse level 4, obviously different clubs for part 3s and stuff like that, but yeah, just a little bit of input there. But you can find more information by following along here in this video, but do not forget to try out, because this offer ends on Wednesday, the 23rd of April. Then after that, the codes will not be valid anymore. Let's have a look at Master Division to a start. And I'm going to show you 3 guides here, because we do have 3 guides in Master depending on what packaging you have. If you do have Master Lite, you do have our free-to-play package only, where it means that you do have the access to the free-to-play guides and not the paid ball guides. If you do a Master Medium, Master Max, or Master Ultra, you will get access as well to our regular Master Guide, which includes the free-to-play and paid balls. And you also have the Maxed Club Guide for Master, which includes then paid ball and free-to-play, but is specifically designed to just focus on the maxed clubs. And what is best, I've always been showing slides in the past, and I think I'm gonna show you a little bit of a full guide that we're having here. So we do have obviously the front cover, we do have general advice pages here with a lot of information, which we always recommend to read through, because it makes it so much more easier to understand the lingo and everything in the guide. It might seem overwhelming, but there is always a plan with everything that we do in the guide. And if you do have a little bit better understanding, then you can also do better quicker. We do have our shot creators for the specific rounds and stuff like that. We also have a slide team, we have a customer service team as well, and we like to highlight all the brilliant people that are working with this. We do have an updates page. We like to tell people to have a little look-see on this one, especially when we do announce a new version of the guide. It's when we're adding new shots or tweaking an existing shot, obviously, to do better. Now, look at the links page here. So let's say that for an example, want to play hole number 1. You press the 1 and you jump to the number 1, and then you have the slides here. And you can see that our way of presenting the slides are that we have the drive on the left side of the page, second shot on the right hand of the page. We do have the top row explaining ball information, target yardage, also some extra information in the caddy tip, and we have a suggestion for personal tweaks up into the top right corner. A big thing when it comes to our slide is that we do have the VPR tables on the bottom right, which means that you, on the vast majorities of the shots that we create, you don't need to use an application. So you don't need to use Clash Caddy, Notebook, or something else when it comes to that, as you do have the tables here. We're trying to bundle in as many different ball wind resistance and stuff like that as possible. We do feel that it's our obligation as by far the biggest guide community on the market, that we're trying to provide alternatives that can cover different type of balls, because not everyone has 1,000 win 10 balls, not everyone has 1,000 win 9 balls or win 8 balls. So we're gonna have to obviously adapt and make it as generic as possible. At the same time, we don't want to lose the directness and the quality in terms of getting shots to drop. We are pleased that we are a guide group, that we have guide shots that being played by players that is some of the best players in the world, combined with players that are new to Master, and all of them are having a good time with that. You can see that we do have free-to-play slide as well. And have in mind that this is our regular guide. This is not the Max Club guide. This is not the free-to-play standalone. This is our regular guide. So we do have free-to-play, and then we go to hole 2. You see this is a par 3. We have win 10, and then we do have win 8, so free-to-play. We do always cover every hole with free-to-play. Sometimes there can be a combination alternative, like hole number 5 here, for an example. Here, option 1, you can play with win 8, win 9, win 10. So yeah, and then we have a standalone free-to-play here as well. Hole 8 is a perfect example also how we like to work with free-to-play if able to, is that there we go. Hole 8 is that we do have an aggressive rough bump where we can't really hit great balls, but it offers a really good chance for a drop. Then we have a little bit more conservative free-to-play ball shot for those that do not want to go for that skinny rough bump. And obviously, like, pay ball alternatives are similar type of ideas, and it's all about making all of you players having as much fun as possible. When it comes to the clubs that we are catering to, it's Apocalypse level 5+, or if we don't deem the Apoc 5 topspin to be working, we do like to go Apocalypse level 6+, or Extra Mile level 9. So you don't have to have big boy clubs to play, and again, you don't have to sit there with the best balls in the game also. You can play free-to-play or with paid balls. But now let's have a look at the Max Club Guide. For the Max Club Guide, we are going to skip the first couple of pages as we've already been going through them, as it's obviously the same thing. But now, look at the slides and remember how it looked on the regular guide. Now you can see that we are removing everything regards the clubs that are not maxed. So in this case, you see it says just Apocalypse and B52, which means it's like for Apocalypse level 8 and B52 level 8 too. And what this does when it comes to the Max Club Guide is it removes so much information on some slides that it becomes so much lighter and so much easier to find what you're looking for. The Max Club Guide has been with us for many years now, and even though it's an extra guide in the guide, we do not charge anything extra for this guide. This is included in our Master Medium and Master Max and Master Ultra package, without any sort of extra charge for that. So you do have 2 guides and obviously 3 guides with the free-to-play as well to access in our portfolio. And if you do have max clubs and are playing in Master Division, this is the guide that you are going to use. Now, this I think is the best example here. Look at this free-to-play slide from Brandon, brilliant shot. And look at it, how it looks in the regular guide. Look how much information there is here when it comes to covering other club levels than the max one. And then just look at this. Look how much cleaner it becomes. Look how much lighter it becomes. It's so much easier to follow all the information here. So the Max Club Guide is included in our packages, and you get access to both of them. But again, obviously you have to have Max Club Guides, otherwise the slides are exactly the same. It's not that we're creating extra shots for the Max Club Guide. It's basically just making them a little bit lighter and easier to follow. So this is the Max Club Guide, and you get that included, like said, in the Master Medium, Master Max and Master Ultra package. So to the newest addition in our portfolio is the free-to-play only guide, and this is a guide that you can get with the Master Lite package. So if you are a free-to-play player only, this is the package to most definitely get. It's for a cheaper price, and you get access to all our free-to-play slides, obviously with videos and Telegram support as well. If you do want to include the paintball guides, you can do so by going to any of the other packages, Master, Medium, Max, or Ultra. When it comes to the Master, Medium, Max, and Ultra, obviously the free-to-play guide will be included there too. Now, we do have all the stuff here in the beginning as well. I'm going to scroll down, and here you can see that you are finding purely when it comes to free-to-play content. So we're removing all the paywalls, and you have free-to-play all the way through here on every single hole. This to give, obviously, an environment for free-to-play players to know that every single slide is based off a free-to-play ball. It's not any paid balls bundled in here. So when you're scrolling from hole 8, let's say hole 7 down to hole 8, you know it's gonna come free-to-play. And you can see here as well that there are several holes here that we do have two options when it comes to free-to-play. And we like to work as equally hard when it comes to the free-to-play ball alternatives than when it comes to the payball alternatives, because it's very easy to go into a mode where thinking like, oh, people are not really gonna play free to play anyway, and you do minimum work, basically just copy pasting one like the payball option, and to after spend 1 or 2 balls on the free to play option just to, you know, make sure to have a slide. But that's not how we work. We take as equal amount care when it comes to our free to play ball options, because obviously we want people that do invest their money in our free-to-play content, such as the paintball content, to have the same experience. We want to give you 100% of the attention, and we hope that that is shown when it comes to our free-to-play play ball alternatives. And like I said, you can find the free-to-play content as a standalone package in Master Lite for a cheaper price than the other packaging. If you do want to combine it together with the paid balls, then you do have the other packages for Master as well. We have a look at the expert guide. With our brilliant shot creators, we are offer on every single hole a chance for you to attack for a score that you hopefully will be pleased with. Our expert guide works exactly the same as our master guide. We are creating ultimate tournament text guide for expert and master division, but we do start obviously with the general advice page here that is adapted for expert division. And giving you all the information possible. We would strongly advise you to read through everything here. I know it might take you some minutes to do that, but it is important because the lingo that we are talking in the guide and also the things that we work with are explained here. So there's many questions that will be explained by just reading through the annual advice page. And we are updating the annual advice page to be adapted towards the point where it's up to date to what we are doing with the creations nowadays. We do have our team in expert, and you can see we have the shot team, we have the slide team, we have the customer service team, we have many of the people that has been with us for many years, loads of experience, and I would consider myself I'm considering myself extremely lucky to be able to work with all of them, as the quality from them are just second to none. Now, we do have the slides, and again, we are working with the drive on the left side of the page and the second shot on the right side of the page. And what is important is to as well to mention the club levels that we are working with. In expert, we do have 2 sets of shots that we are looking into, and one is the base options, which shall be catered to Apocalypse level 4+. When it comes to using the POC, we can obviously see ourselves using the Rock level 7+, we can use the Quarterback level 10 and stuff like that too. But as for an Apocalypse level, then Apocalypse level 4+ is what we are looking for. We work a lot with tables, we work a lot with VPR tables as well. You can see in the bottom right corner, which is a new addition to our expert guides. In the past, we have not had these type of tables here. We have purely had, so you had to use an application. Now, we have made sure that we are, in this instance, when it comes to a Wind 6 plus type of shot, we are adding on a VPR table when it comes to Wind 8. That is for space issues, because obviously the question is, why don't we add Wind 6, Wind 7, Wind 9, Wind 10 on a slide? Then it wouldn't fit. So if you're using Wind 8 ball, we do have a VPR table to follow here. If you are not using Wind 8 ball, you shall be prepared when it comes to using your application in that regard. The base shots are always going to be free to play. Which is Wind 6 to Wind 8 is what we're looking for, like Kingmakers, Kingslayers, there will be Titans sometimes, Katanas sometimes, but then we also do have the more aggressive put shots, and now this is a par 3 for the example for that, but what I mean with aggressive put shots is, let's say that we do have a chance to send it with a Wind 0 ball, then we are doing a send it with a Wind 0 ball when it comes to especially the opening and the weekend round, to provide you some aggressive alternatives for those that do invest in paid balls as well, and not just down with the free to play ball alternatives. Many times we can get around just using the base option as the only option, because many times there is only one option to play the specific hole. But there are also many times where a paid ball can give you such a massive advantage by doing such, like a send it, or just especially here on the par 3s where Wind 10 will reduce the wind massively and give a very good, a much better chance than what it would be with Wind 6 or Wind 8 ball, for an example. There you have a par 3, big pictures. You have the text as well. You have VPR table on the right hand side, and this is a Wind 10 ball alternative. You can see we're backing that up with a Wind 6 to 8 ball alternative as well. So obviously we're not leaving anyone hanging here. So then you have the full guide here, very easily to navigate. You can use the links page here to navigate to the specific holes if you're using it in a PDF format. As in the other divisions, as in the master division, we obviously have videos for all the shots with the buttons here. We also do have the Telegram support if you want to access there. So there is a lot of information here on the pages, but we are very confident that we are providing an extremely valuable alternative for players that do play expert divisions. If you're interested in any of our expert content, go to our patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Look for the expert packages and the expert medium, the expert max package, to get access to our ultimate tournament text guides for that. You can also combine expert with the master with our combination package. You can find more information about that as well on the platform. Thank you everybody for watching this promo video for our specific offer that we do have, the 50% off here during Easter and also the spring major week. And like I said earlier in the video, you do have a perfect chance by trying out the best guides on the market and give yourself a chance to be a little bit more competitive in the tournaments. Expert and Master Division, full access to everything, 50% off. Use the promo code that is in the description down below, and the code is valid up to the 24th. So to the end of the 23rd of April, Wednesday. Thank you once again for watching one of my videos. I wish you the best of luck in your Golf Clash game.